In us, we have. Secondly, early last year, we started to move into the high-range market. In just 1 year, we launched 5 high-rangers. After the launch of each mobile phone, they were warmly received by the Mi fans. I think we have found a foothold in the high-range market. Among the 5 smartphones, especially Mi 11, which was launched a couple of months ago, was warmly received by our users. Its ultra lightweight and thin design, the 2K display, and the flagship performance were highly recognized by the Mi fans. In just 21 days, the sales exceeded 1 million units. This is a high-range flagship smartphone, so the sales exceeded 1 million units in just 21 days. This is a remarkable result. Today, we are going to launch the big and bigger surprise of Mi 11. First, I'm going to introduce to you the Mi 11 Pro. Mi 11 Pro, its designed target is to become the king of Androids. Later, you can take a look and you will see whether we can call it the king of Androids. Now let's take a look at this smartphone. It comes in 3 color variants. I like the green color especially because it represents the season of spring. Let's take a look at the green variant. Beautiful, isn't it? The design elements of this smartphone inherit the tradition of the Xiaomi lineup. Moreover, the color of this smartphone is also refreshing. And this is a picture of the actual smartphone. At the same time, it also comes in purple with AG frosted glass, which is a great match with young people. Both men and women can use it. And we also have the classic black. So this time, Mi 11 Pro comes in 3 color variants. The display of Mi 11 Pro is like Mi 11, is a top-level display. This is a AMOLED quad curved display. It uses E4 materials, and this is the latest technology in 2021. And this display supports 2K HD display. It also has a refresh rate of 120 Hz. Such a best-in-class display. We participated in the display evaluation and we got A+ score in the evaluation. This time, in this display, it is also boosted by Dolby Vision. This technology, in terms of contrast, color, and the brightness, looks vivid. Its effect is stunning. In the past, we mainly used this technology on laptop and TV, but this is the first time that we introduced this technology to smartphones to create a better viewing experience. Such a fine display is also protected by the latest technology of Corning, which is the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. Its anti-scratch performance is 1.5 times better, and its impact-resistant performance is 2 times better than the previous edition. With such a strong protection, the mobile phone will be easy to use, but this is far from enough. Upon shipment, we will also apply a quad curve screen protector to the mobile phone. it is antibacterial screen protector, and also in the box it comes with a antibacterial case. So this is the top-notch display of Mi 11 Pro. It also supports the stereo dual speaker, and we have sound by Harman Kardon. All these represent the experience of the king of Android. What about the performance? This is also your concern. It is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. This is the best mobile platform in the world. Talking about Snapdragon 888, people might be concerned about the energy efficiency and battery life. In the past, we usually run the benchmark score evaluation. Now, recently, people like to run the Genshin Impact. Now let's run the Genshin Impact on our mobile phone. Maybe many users don't know Genshin Impact is one of the most popular mobile games. It has very high requirements to the performance of the mobile phone. Many people say that Genshin Impact is already the latest evaluation tool for the performance of the mobile phone. And we select the extreme image quality and we test it for 30 minutes. And we want to challenge the gaming device directly. So we want to compete with two gaming smartphones in the market, and we can run on 58 or 59 FPS, and we run the game for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, this phone's temperature stands at 50.9 degrees, and this one is 52.7 degrees Celsius. I think we all know the Mi 11 Pro will be way better. Let's see the temperature. It is 49.3 degrees. To show you this, I want to tell you that Mi 11 Pro is very strong in its heat dissipation performance. Let's take a closer look. First, it has a large vapor chamber. More importantly, it has a new phase heat conduction material. The heat conduction property is improved by 100%. So this is the liquid cool system. And I prepared a short video as an explanation of this technology.
创造性地加入新型相变散热材料。当处理器高负载运行时，固态相变散热材料吸收热量转化为熔融的液态，在液态状态下，让处理器表面和散热器件充分接触。 将热量高效导出至 VC 液冷板 ，VC 液冷板内部的液体吸热气化，带走从处理器传导而来的热量，在机身内部形成三态转换的高效立体散热系统。
真的非常非常的棒。
Really good.
骁龙888
Snapdragon 888 2K display, 120 Hz refresh rate. This is the top-level configuration of the flagship phone. So these features are great, but they also consume a lot of energy. Now, flagship phones equipped with these features, in addition to Mi 11, usually struggles with battery life.
要不我们仔细看看这款 Pro 的续航怎么样
Well, let's take a look at the battery life of Mi 11 Pro, right? To resolve the issue of battery life, first, it is supported by a 5,000 mAh battery.
我们来比较一下
Let's make some comparison. Talking about battery life, without comparison, you don't feel anything.
我们决定了采用目前比较流行的
We want to
5小时的重度续航测试来
test the phone by using the mobile phone for 5 hours heavily.
的数据呢是我们自己
So the data of Mi 11 Pro comes from our laboratories, and the test results of other smartphones actually come from other test institutions.
我希望我们这个比较只是为了展示一个真实的
This
结果
comparison is only to show you the actual situation. We don't want to crush any competitors, so please make no mistakes.
我也曾经试图我说我们能不能不要任何比较
And I also suggest that maybe we don't need to make any comparison, but without comparison, we all say we have a better battery life. And even if we use notary office, people won't buy the result. Therefore, we will use the third-party test result as a comparison. So these are the flagship smartphones from different vendors, and we test the phones for 5 hours heavily. You see the results. The other three smartphones cannot last for 5 hours, but the remaining battery of Mi 11 is 15%, and the remaining battery of Mi 11 Pro stands at 21%. Remarkable. And we're curious about the real battery life of this phone. Can we compare it to iPhone? Can we compare it with other smartphones of other vendors? Can we compare it with smartphones equipped with Snapdragon 870? Many people say the battery life of 888 is not as good as Snapdragon 870s, but it depends on whose phone it is. Let's see the result of the comparison. So we rank number 3 among all the flagships, and the first two are still the Xiaomi lineup. Therefore, don't say the battery life of 888 is not good. It depends on who is the manufacturer of the smartphone. So I think we can come to a conclusion that in terms of performance, heat dissipation, and battery life, it is the Mi 11 Pro is equivalent to gaming phones. It is indeed the king of Androids. Let's take another look at the 5,000 mAh battery. You might have the fear that it might be heavy and clumsy. Let's take a closer look. It is only slightly heavier and thicker than Mi 11, but we have 5,000 mAh battery. And the data is on the left-hand side. You can take a picture of it. It is only 8.53 millimeter thick, and it is only 208 grams heavy. It is incredible to do this. Why? Because we debuted a latest battery in the world. It has a higher power density, smaller size, and faster charging efficiency.
So during our warm-up, we already mentioned that with this battery, it is actually the cutting-edge technology in the battery technology called silicon oxygen anode battery. It is also released with the new energy vehicles, and by the application of this kind of battery, the energy efficiency is greatly improved, and also we have adopted the MTW 20 tab fast charge battery, and we have reached 20 tab. And so in terms of the battery technology, we have a lot of other advanced technologies, and I wouldn't elaborate on it. But with this new type of battery, actually with this 8.55 millimeter, we have a 5,000 milliamps battery, and we also prepared this 67-watt wired fast charging technology. So we may ask by the fans that why don't you use 120 watt? It is also released for the first time last year by Xiaomi. So with our Mi 11 Pro, there's a simple philosophy, because we need to keep a balance with the battery capacity, with the thickness. So we want to create this 5,000 milliamps battery, but we want to avoid it to be too oversized, and also we want to keep the high efficiency. And so our battery charging department confirmed the 67-watt charging technology, and it is also astonishing because it takes only 36 minutes to charge it to 100%. And so as a result, this is why we decided to use this 67-watt fast charge. And I want to share with you another thing for the very first time, because we are also releasing the 67-watt wireless fast charging mode. And in recent years, Xiaomi has been leading the wireless charging technology in the world, and has the top-notch technology. And with this wireless charging, we have the 6 times supercharging technology. I won't elaborate on it because I don't want to make this launch as a lecture. But we do have our detailed introductions with detailed configurations, and the test result actually surprised me because it is actually on par with the wired charging technology. It has almost the same charging efficiency. Do you believe it? Let's have a look. With our wired charging technology against our wireless 67-watt charging mode. So, what a surprise. So with our wireless charging mode, it also takes 36 minutes, which is incredible. So now, in order to cope with the release of Mi 11 Pro, we're also introducing this wireless charging stand to you, which is also very powerful, with a power efficiency of 80 watts. And also it has this outstanding appearance. Looks very nice. It looks really beautiful. And so with this wireless charging stand, I believe you all remember that because in the past we need to match the mobile phone with the charging stand, and we had made major breakthrough in this. But I also get some feedbacks from the Mi fans who are fans of TV series. They can only charge the phone by placing it vertically on the charging stand. So now we are making this possible. You can place it horizontally or vertically. This might be a small enhance to the user experience, but it is really much more convenient. And can you imagine how much effort is behind this simple change? I find it really amazing, and they introduced how we did this. There are 2 different charging devices within this charging stand, and we want to achieve this breakthrough at all costs. So I find our engineers really lovely at Xiaomi, and I have so many stories to tell about this. And so with this 80-watt wireless charging stand, in the box there is also a 120-watt charger. With this set, it is actually representing the top-notch quality of wireless charging devices, because we are all talking about environment-friendly concept, because this is the best of the best in wireless charging. It is a little expensive because it also costs more to produce it. And also, there's also a environmental friendly standard version without any cable or charger in box. Because if you already have charger and cable at your home or in your office, then I would suggest you to have this environment friendly version. And if you don't have the chargers, we have a set with the same price. And so now I'd like to recommend the wireless charging stand one more time to you, because there are people who have never experienced the fun of wireless charging stand. You simply need to place your phone on it and the charging starts. And even if your friends are using iPhone, they can also borrow your charging stand. Because I was telling them, if you are giving for free an extra charger, maybe you can give this one, but they said this one is much more expensive. So how about we provide an extra discount to our users? And I said yes. So this is our special offer. You only need to add another 199 RMB. But I need to explain to you, because our supply chain department has informed me that we have limited numbers of this charging stand, so we would sell it in a first-come, first-served manner. And also in the coming 1 year, I believe, even in several years, it won't be outdated. So I would sincerely recommend you this 80-watt wireless charging stand. And I believe we should give a bonus to our charging department because they also have a wired version. And so, do you know what this one is? This is like a magical technology because normally when you need to charge it with a wireless charging pad or charger, you need to match the positions with the coils. So we were thinking about, like, there are different companies. For example, they are using magnet charging technologies, but with our wireless charging pad, you simply need to place your phone on it and the charging starts. And before this, actually we have this wireless charging pad that automatically search for your phone, and you may still have the impression. But although it's good, but actually the mechanism is running for several seconds. Can be a little stressful, but this one is much more convenient. And also it could charge 3 different devices simultaneously. Isn't that nice? And you don't hear any sound from the motor. The moment you place it on it, the charging starts. What is the reason behind it? You will find it funny because there are 19 charging coils. 19 coils. You can place it anywhere. And I asked if there any pattern with it. It is actually with precise calculation, and altogether there are 19 coils to guarantee that you can just leave it on the charging pad. And once I release this secret, you may say that we didn't do much and it is not equipped with any advanced technology. But what is the most difficult part? It is the overheating issue, because it also takes us 2 years. It is not an easy task. So for our tech fans, if you want to have a feeling of this wireless charging pad, I would recommend this multi-coil wireless charging pad to you. It is 599 RMB. And so up to now, I know you might have some concern about our pro cameras, the camera technologies. We have an unparalleled camera array. You will feel astonished. I will remind you to get prepared for this. So what is the camera system like for 11 Pro? It is the GN2. This is the legendary GN2, the first debut globally. So for people who are not that interested in the digital technologies, I would introduce to you one more time. So GN2 has this super sensor size, which is close to 1 inch. Let's have a look. So it is 1.12 inches. Because normally for cameras, it is always 1 inch. This one is close to 1 inch. So let's have a look at the sensor size of iPhone 12 Pro. So ours is 5 times the size of a iPhone 12 Pro. So there's a saying in camera industry, which is saying that the larger your sensor size is, the more powerful it is. So the sensor is actually jointly developed by Xiaomi and Samsung for 18 months, and we have invested over 200 million RMB into it. So it has a 50 megapixel, and actually we have over 1 trillion pixel resolutions, and each pixel is 1.4 micrometer. It also supports a 4-in-1 super pixel, which is 2.8 micrometer, which is the biggest pixel to date, so that with night mode and dim light mode and even backlight mode, it has a splendid performance. And to achieve this, we have a 8 pieces lens, which composes 8 different pieces. And also we have adopted this OIS technology, and also we have another advanced technology which is called the Dual Pixel Pro, which is the cutting-edge technology. With such technology, independent from what the ambient environment is, it could release a sharp focus. And I would like to introduce with a small video clip.
全像素双核对焦技术，传感器上的每个像素都拥有2个二极管，通过对比相位差实现对焦。而今，双像素增强技术来了，将绿色像素点的分割方式升级为沿对角线分割。除了能够利用左右两侧的二极管信息识别左右相位差，还能利用上下两侧的二极管信息识别上下相位差。提供更快、更精准的自动对焦。
So isn't that magical? Actually, it has a really fast and sharp focus, and also the HDR technology is very advanced. There are 2 major technologies. The first one is the dual native ISO fusion, which is derived from the most high-end professional camera, and also we have this fusion technology with our smartphone. The second one is the Stagger HDR. It is a technical term, so I won't elaborate on it, but the biggest advantage is that with the big light ratio, for example, in a cave, with a strong contrast inside and outside, you might have a problem taking a clear image. And I believe you have all encountered with such environment. But with a Mi 11 Pro, you can deal with this problem perfectly. So I would like to show you some actual shots taken by Mi 11 Pro.
So this is the African continent. You see the sunlight, the clouds afar, as well as the alpaca near. Everything is so clear. Let's feel the beauty of nature. Such a backlight photography actually poses challenge to the camera function of a camera, and this is the snow mountain. You see the snow mountain afar and the lake near. And this is a long exposure photo, and this is the snow melting. And you see the water in the creek is flowing. In this forest, the photographer also met a very cute animal. This is a fox. The fox was curious about our camera. It stared at our camera. You see, its eyes are fixed on our camera. So the photographer took a group of photos of this fox. Moreover, because of the super big sensor size of GN2, you will see very good performance in low light condition. This is a Gobi Desert. And there is light source on the side, but still we will be able to capture the starry nights. This is incredible for a mobile camera. GN2 is strong in process the low light condition. We also took a portrait photo under low light condition. You see all the details. If we zoom in, you can even see the details and the textures of the sweater. so
我
clear.
们在灯光下也拍了一张给相，
And we also took another picture under the
它的
lights.
皮肤的肤色、
Also
睫毛
very beautiful. You see the complexion of the lady, the eyelash of the lady, so we can still see so many details under lights. Therefore, if you use the 11 Pro's camera to take a picture in low light condition, you will be surprised. The camera system of Mi 11 Pro also possesses the ultra-wide-angle camera and the telephoto camera. Now let's look at the ultra-wide angle. For ultra-wide angle, people like this feature. It is suitable to take a picture of the big scene, and also you feel a lot of tension in the picture. So this is a rider making a turn in the desert very quickly, and you see the sand behind it. Magnificent. Many people are skiing fans. We know when we're skiing, we're actually going very fast. This is also a challenge for the camera performance, but the camera of Mi 11 Pro can take a very clear picture even when it's very fast. And you can also use it to take a picture of the scenery. This is the city view.
天气呢已经
At dawn,
渐渐的暗了下来，路灯呢刚刚亮起，
the day is growing dark and the lights along the road are just turned on, and you see the traffic on the flyover.
非常好的画卷。
This is such a beautiful picture.
我们这一款小米11 Pro 呢，
Mi 11 Pro is also boosted by the 50 times telemacro lens
还是
for the king of Android. So the telemacro lens is just part of its capability. The difficult part is to embed these features into the phone.
非常大的进步。
So the telemacro lens is a very big
所
lens.
以小米11 Pro 只有8.53毫米厚，
But Mi 11 Pro is only 8.5 millimeters thick. It still has the telemacro lens in it.
为了光学变
In
焦，
addition, it is also boosted by 5 times optical zoom and OIS. Let's take a look at this picture.
这是用超广角拍的，
So this is a ultra-wide-angle picture.
4倍直接拍过去。
And if we zoom in by 50 times, you see 2 people are sitting in a
两个人在
boat.
划船。我们记录了整个拍摄的过程，大家
We record the whole process of taking this picture, and you can take a look.
可以吧？这个拍摄效果。
Great, isn't it?
还有一个场景，大家用的比较多，
And another scene where you will use your camera very often, that is taking a flight. And you are sitting by the window,
大好河山。
and you see the beautiful landscape down there, and you can't help taking out your phone and take a picture. If your camera is not the top level flagship phone, this is the picture you're going to get. But this is Mi 11 Pro. If you zoom in by 10 times,
大家再仔细看一下，这是黄河，
take a closer look. This is the Yellow River.
精心的帮大家拍了一下黄河。
This time we took a picture of the Yellow River.
我们小米11 Pro 呢，还是一款
Mi 11 Pro
电影相机，
also supports 8K video shooting.
强大。
It is very strong in shooting videos, and we've got a video to demonstrate the 8K video shooting feature. incredible. These are pictures taken by smartphones.
所以呢，大家如果买了小米11
So if you buy the Mi 11 Pro, you will be able to create your own 8K video, which is going to be magnificent. And for video shooting, we also support 1920 FPS super slow motion.
的拍摄下，你会看到很多
In super slow motion, you will be able to capture details you can't capture in the past, and you will be able to see the beauty of life. Next video will be very interesting. I watched the video and then I learned how dogs drink water. Very interesting. So this is Mi 11 Pro's camera module. Very powerful. But due to time limit, I can only give you a brief introduction of it. Now, let's look at the unique experience of Mi 11 Pro. First, the IP68. This is the first time for Xiaomi to launch an IP68 smartphone. IP68 is the highest standard for dust and waterproof of electronic devices, and Mi 11 Pro got the Rhineland IP68 certification. In the 1.5 meter deep water, we put it there for 30 minutes. The phone is still properly functional. IP68 has very high requirements for components. It also has high requirements for the testing procedures. The production of the IP6 device must be tested for impermeability, and the factory must be dust-free. Therefore, it is difficult to realize IP68. The first time we developed the IP68 device, the engineer had a lot of great ideas, but when we did the test in the laboratories, we found the Mi 11 Pro is very strong in its waterproof performance. Therefore, the marketing department made an extreme deep water test. They went to the deepest swimming pool in the world, Y40. And they want to challenge the impermeability of Mi 11 Pro. And we will see when the phone will be dead in 1.5, 10 meters or 40 meters. Guess how deep can Mi 11 Pro dive? We actually took a video of the test, and you can see how deep Mi 11 Pro can dive. Actually, I really admire that diver because he dived 42 meters without the oxygen tank. So he stayed in the water for 5 or 6 minutes. Really incredible. I was amazed at this video when I saw it for the first time. So Mi 11 Pro can dive 42 meters deep in the water. Therefore, we believe Mi 11 Pro is very strong in its waterproof performance. But here, I would like to say that any IP68 device is not permanent because IP68 has high requirement and a mobile phone is a sophisticated device. The damage and fall of the phone in your daily use might reduce the impermeability of the phone. So there is still the risk that the water might get into your water. So be careful. Then many people might ask, why do you want to make it IP68? We make it IP68 because we want to improve the quality of the smartphone and reduce the possibility of the phone damage caused by water. So, if you are going to take a picture underwater, I still suggest that you buy yourself a waterproof case. And we use the Mi 11 Pro to take some interesting pictures without the waterproof case. Let's take a look. What fish is it? Yes, it is Nemo. What about this? This is mullet, right? Okay, actually, I don't know what fish it is. And this? Okay, you all know it. Mi 11 Pro also supports Wi-Fi 6 Enhanced. Wi-Fi 6 Enhanced is very powerful. Its transmission capability can reach up to 3.5 Gbps. Many Mi fans say they don't understand this, but no problem. If you download a 1 GB movie, it only takes 5.3 seconds. Of course, in order to use it, you need a router that is compatible with Wi-Fi 6 Enhanced. So here, I want to recommend you the best Mi router, the Mi router AX9000. AX9000. I don't know whether you understand what this name stands for. At first, I thought it was just a name, but later I learned that AX stands for Wi-Fi 6 and 9000 stands for the transmission capability of this router. It supports up to 9000 megabyte rate.
And it also has this designated gaming frequency. That means with this triple band, it will not disturb the other bands. And it is extremely powerful. And so it is actually the most and actually it has a 12 antenna, advanced antenna, and also 12 signal amplifiers. And the first time they have shown me this, I was asking them that there are only 4 that I could see, but they told me that for each triangle it contains 3 antennas. So I was asking them, why don't you use 12 different antennas? And maybe they think it's not looking good enough. So I think our engineers have their own understanding about design and they have their bottom lines. And so with this Mi router, it is also powered by the most powerful flagship processor. It has this hexa core with 4-core CPU and 2-core GPU, and the price is 999 Chinese RMB. And with the most high-end routers, I think it is the one that is most worthwhile. And so we have this lineup of all our hybrid mesh network, and from AX1800 to this AX9000, actually it can automatically match with the hybrid mesh network with any 2 different devices. So powered by our AX 9000. Our Mi 11 Pro has a really powerful bandwidth. So let's have another look at our Mi 11 Pro. What are the advantages of it? I've managed to compare it to our Mi 11, and all the parts marked in yellow are the newly enhanced functions and features. And you can imagine that actually it carries on the legacy of Mi 11 in the following terms. For example, the 2K display and the flagship level performance, as well as its delicate design. But at the same time, there is a great breakthrough and enhancement, which means actually there are 4 different debut, because I killed some of it due to the time limit. So what are these 4 major breakthroughs? Let's have a look together. The first one is the GN2 sensor size, and also our silicon oxygen anode battery, and our new phase change, and also 67-watt wireless charging. With all these advanced technologies, with their debut, it is also our first IP68 smartphone. It is also the first smartphone that supports Dolby Vision. With all these high-end configurations, we would call it the king of Android. So now you may be wondering about the price of this smartphone. So normally we would compare with our competitors, but now I will just show you the price directly. The price is 4,999 Chinese RMB. So without any comparison with our competitors, I would believe that it would be the goalkeeper for the high-end smartphone. And those are the 3 different editions with the prices. And so with this smartphone, we have also carefully designed 3 different cases. The first one is a vegan leather case. With our Mi 11 Pro, with its powerful functions, I would give you this summary with all the advanced technologies. Maybe you can take a picture and refer to it later, because we have a lot of other products. And please allow me to show you this summary, and you can have a closer look at it later. So do you want to see the actual smartphone? I will give you a demonstration now. So this is my favorite with green color. It looks really beautiful. And also the case also looks elegant. It is the vegan leather case I mentioned. So from your feedbacks, actually we have this extra protector for our GN2 lens, GN2 camera. And so I got the feedbacks that people are saying that the camera can be easily scratched. That's why we added this design. And I was a little worried about whether it will look good or not. But now I think it really looks nice. And it is extremely thin. It is 8.53 millimeter. And so actually it has a really comfort grip when you hold it in your hand. Thank you. And so what is the next one we want to introduce to you? It's the Mi 11. It's the bigger surprise, Mi 11 Ultra. So the Mi 11 Pro is called the king of Android. So we will shoot an even higher goal with Mi 11 Ultra. We want to be the ultimate of Android. So shall we have a look at our video clip first? So let's first have a look at the appearance and the design. So with this design, when you take the first glimpse at it, it might be a little exaggerated because it is really unique. It's a little overwhelming, but there's one thing good about it because it looks like a high-end smartphone and it is really recognizable. It is one of a kind. And also, it is made with fine ceramic and it is advanced and also delicate. Let's have a look at all the details. So that's the fine ceramic in black. We also have the white version. Does it look nice? So when you look at it first, you will feel overwhelmed. But for me, after a few days, I only feel that it is really beautiful and elegant. Maybe you think the images are enhanced. So how about the actual smartphones? I will give you some actual pictures.
Wow,
Looks really beautiful. How about the white one? The white ceramic is also really beautiful. And with such a unique design, it is all serving the purpose of the ultra camera. So what is so good about it? So when you look at it, you will already be impressed with it because it has the triple ProGrade cameras. There are 3 cameras. The first one is the GN2, the ultra-wide camera, the IMX586 ultra-wide, and also it has a ProGrade 100 times telemicro camera. When you put these 3 cameras together, we are being challenged by how we place these 3 extreme cameras together, and also we have equipped the DToF technology for the very first time. And this is the first time that Xiaomi is using the DToF technology for a high-end smartphone. And all of these 3 cameras are able to capture 8K videos. And first of all, it is powered by the DToF technology and also a brand new 64-point array laser focus. It has an even bigger field of view and which is possible to shoot longer distance. And do you still remember about the Mi 10 Ultimate? It is with a single point, but this one has a 64-point array, and the FOV is as wide as 61 degrees, and it has a really sharp focus. So with such advanced technology, I would like to introduce to you another function, which is the Ultra Night Photos algorithm. How powerful is this algorithm? So when you take a photo for the first time, you will be able to get an image that has the equivalent quality of a photo taken by a tripod for a consecutive 30 seconds. And also supported by the sensor size of GN2, it will be comparable to the professional cameras. The first one is already impressive enough. So it has this cinematic shots. And you can see that on a rainy day, this girl is sitting in the car and you could see the raindrops, which is crystal clear. So it is really overwhelming. And the second image taken is also good enough to be placed on the cover page of magazines. You can even see the beard of the guy, some in white color. And so with this night mode function, it is really powerful. And also, we have this 120 times periscope telemicro camera. And this is a sunrise on the sea with a telemicro camera. You could see the reflection of the sunlight. And this is also taken with the telemicro camera, which is on the summit of a mountain. It looks afar, but on the picture, it is nearer than the actual distance. And also, we took the chance to take the high rises in cosmopolitans and with this long focal length. And when we zoom in, I saw that it is from Holy. And even at night, it shows a splendid performance. For example, this overpass, it has a really translucent color. And when you zoom in, you can even see the traffic signs. This is with a 5 times telemicro. Can you tell which city it is? So I asked the photographer. It was shot in Guangzhou. And also, we have made a record of how this 120 times telemicro camera is taking a photo. So after this video, I was wondering, because how come we are seeing this visual chart on the top of this high rise? I was really curious, and I even asked the photographer, and he explained that this building might be a hospital for eye care. So it is a good advertisement with this visual chart. But I was a little shocked because on this image, when you zoom in, you find this visual chart. I think this is an amazing idea.
With macro lens, you can also shoot 8K video. And we got an 8K video shot by the macro lens. So you can use this periscope lens to take very beautiful scenery pictures. Next is the ultra-wide angle camera. It can reach up to 128 degrees. The first picture I would like to show you is a beautiful girl sitting in the boat, and the snow have yet to melt, and you see in the ultra-wide angle camera everything looks magnificent. And these are two horses standing on the sandhill. and you see the clear sky and the vast land. And this one is a great test to the lens. This is actually a backlight photo. The sunlight goes through the forest. It looks beautiful. With such a fine camera module, you can go out more often to take pictures, and you will be able to feel the beauty of nature as well as the beauty of life. Such a great camera system. For it, we also developed a lot of great functions. For example, multicam. You can turn on all the cameras to shoot at the same time. You can choose different zoom. You can even open the front camera, and then you select the two cameras you want to use to shoot. And for Mi 11 Ultra, we also add another cool feature to it, which can be used by professional directors. So two Mi 11 Ultras can be used to shoot at the same time. So with multicam and with dual phone recording as a professional director, as a vlog fan, you will be able to capture more details and more beautiful images. And we also got a video as a demonstration for you.
多机联路真正的导演功能，您可以通过蓝牙连接另一部手机，并远程操控它的相机。使之成为你的辅助拍摄机位。一部手机同时拍摄出2个视角的视频，更立体全面地呈现你想记录的难忘瞬间。或同时拥有动态与静态的丰富画面，近可特写，远可全景。仿佛专业片场里的多机位连拍，最适合记录不可多得的精彩画面。
Cool, cut.
这就是我为大家介绍的
So this is the camera system of Mi 11 Ultra, which is very powerful. And I can tell you, this is the most powerful camera system on the mobile phone. I think it is such a waste if we don't score it, so we run it on with the DxO mark. Due to time limit, we have to hand in our test paper early. Honestly, this is the 4th time for us to be part of the DxO mark evaluation, but this time is the easiest. With such a powerful camera system, it is impossible for us not to be the first. Therefore, we participated in the evaluation. As we expected, we got the #1 in the world, and we crushed our competitors, and we got 143 points. The camera department asked me that do we need to run another few rounds of tests, and I said, no, I think 143 points is already enough. For the DxO mark evaluation, in terms of photography, ultra-wide angle, as well as video shooting, we all rank #1. So we are indeed a champion of 3 titles. And the camera department has done a lot of tests, comparing it with other camera system of the flagships. And I think you all know the results. Do we need to compare it? Honestly, I removed those slides because I think it might be boring. So, when you get your Mi 11 Ultra, you can make your own comparison. Mi 11 Ultra is designed, target is to become the ultimate of Android, and we want to become the peak of all Android devices. You know our targets. Now that we want to create a mobile phone that is beyond the mobile phone, this is a goal that is so unexpected. Should we compare our camera system with the professional camera? In the past, if we compare the mobile camera with the professional camera, it is a taboo. And the camera department also told me that don't do it because you will be criticized. Because the professional camera is way much better than the mobile camera in terms of hardware. But this time, for Mi 11 Ultra, we have a sensor size close to 1 inch, even though we are slightly behind the professional camera in terms of hardware, but we're very close. Moreover, we have a strong algorithm team, and also we are very strong in photography computational algorithm. Therefore, I think we can make the comparison. And today is a very special moment. I think right now we are standing at the turning point of the war between the mobile camera and the professional camera. No matter whether we can win this comparison with professional camera, it is not important, but at least there is one mobile camera that stands out to do the comparison. This is why I call this the turning point. And we selected a professional camera for this comparison, the Sony RX100M7. This is a highly recognized professional camera. We disassembled the camera and we found that the sensor size of Sony is very similar to ours, just slightly bigger than ours. And we did a lot of tests and comparison in different scenarios. Let's take a look. So this is a picture taken by professional camera, and this is a night view. For professional camera, night view is the biggest challenge for it. And this is the picture taken by Mi 11 Ultra. Which one is better? First time I saw this comparison, I was also surprised. If we zoom in, see the neon lights, you see the picture taken by Mi 11 Ultra is much better than that of Sony. Let's take a look at another comparison. So with such a high contrast of light, you see the picture taken by Mi 11 Ultra, and if we zoom in, you see clearly the grid, the squares on the building, but you see the picture taken by Sony was too much exposed. And we made so many comparisons, but in the interest of time, I removed other examples from the presentation. Actually, I want our friends from media to compare Mi 11 Ultra with the professional camera. Today, we have a very powerful photography computational algorithm. So the progress of a mobile camera is way beyond our imagination. We just looked at 2 examples, and you think it's not enough. If you think maybe we just singled out the examples that favors us, but actually we made a lot of comparison. I think in over 90% of the scenarios, Mi 11 Ultra will win the comparison. If you don't buy it, we can do the test on site right here, right now. Do you want to try it right here, right now? Okay, I will turn it over to our colleague from camera department. He is over there. Can you see him? Are you ready? I mean, our colleague, are you ready? Okay. Let's turn off the lights. And we use Mi 11 Ultra to take a picture first. Are you done? Then, let's take a picture with the RX100M7.
能不能把姸卡拍的照片
If you are finished, can you pull up the picture taken by Sony M7 and we can take a look? You see it? This
黑暗的情况下拍摄的照片。
is the picture taken
好，这里有
in
我们这个
almost totally dark environment. Actually, there is a picture placed on the wall.
好，怎么样？
You
这是
see?
他刚才现场拍的照片。
So this is a picture taken on site just now. You like this camera?
所以真的不是吹牛，
So we're not bluffing.
手机已经可以跟
Today, mobile camera is on par with professional camera. Of course, we still have a long way to go in the future.
大家一看是不是遥遥领先？
So you see, the image effect of Mi 11 Ultra is much better than the professional camera. Do you want to try it another? Do you want to try it again? So change to another background and we can run the test again.
再换个场景，这是我们测试的场景啊。
So let's change to another test scenes.
颜色、
Because there are different colors, different objects, and different characters for the test purpose.
好，那我们再把灯关下。
Alright, let's turn off the lights.
好，第一步呢，先拍。
So first, let's take a picture with the Mi 11 Ultra.
拍完了再用姸卡拍一张。
And then we take another picture with the RX 100 M7, and then we pull up the picture taken by Sony RX 100 M7.
这样，完全看不清。哦，可以。我以为姸卡。
Oh, I thought something went wrong with Sony's camera because Sony's camera is quite good. So let's take a look at the picture taken by Sony. So the professional camera is still very good.
大家感觉到了科技的神奇吗？
You feel the magic of technology, right? In the past few years, Xiaomi has made so much progress in camera technology that is beyond your imagination. Last year, we have over 1,000 engineers in the camera department, and we have over 100 AI engineer in our AI department. And this year, we are going to have over 2,000 people in the camera department. We have invested so much in it. Because of our huge investment, we have made rapid progress in the camera technology. Last year, 1/3 of the time
小米有1/3。
in DxO Mark's photography evaluation, Xiaomi ranked #1 in the world. Therefore, over the past few years, Xiaomi has made incredibly rapid progress.
所以，
Therefore,
希望大家真的比一比。
I really hope that you can make the comparison. If you find any scenarios in which we are not as good as the professional camera, please
所
tell
以
us.
谈到这里呢，我
So
们再
far
回来，我们为什么叫 Ultra？
Let's come back to the point why we name the phone Mi 11 Ultra. My English is not very good. Do you know the meaning of ultra? I looked up in the dictionary. Ultra means extreme. Therefore, we name this device Ultra because
不断的探寻。
we want to explore the ceiling, the limit of
我们对
mobile
Ultra 呢有了
camera.
一些不切实际的理想。
So we might have some far-fetched goals and ambitions with Ultra because we are aiming at doing something that is beyond the imagination and capability of others. And now we are arriving at this turning point of smartphone and cameras.
有小米强大
And
的
so,
科技能力的
with
下
the strong technology of
Ultra
Xiaomi,
称得上安
I
全
would believe that Mi 11 Ultra will be the
没有光，
ultimate of
世界
Android.
是无边的黑。小米11 Ultra， 1.12英寸，堪比相机的超级大底，带来前所未有的感光亮，用极致画质，让你第一次看清楚黑。 小米11 Ultra， 巅峰影像，安卓之光。
So that's the peak of camera technologies, and that is the goal of our product. So let's have another look at the design. Does it already look familiar to you? But actually, why are we looking at this rear display? And they even claim that we are copying from others. It is a little bit annoying for us. So what is the function of this rear display? Actually, it has several different functions. For example, it can demonstrate various information. But the reason we design it is for selfie. So can you imagine that with this triple pro-grade cameras, could any smartphone achieve this? So actually we have our front camera, but if you like it, you can even use this rear camera to take a selfie, and this is with the ultra wide angle camera. It is really impressive. And actually with this rear display, there's an extra function because we define our Mi 11 Ultra as the tech fans and geeks of our products. So they might encounter scenarios like overseas and in the wild. So we have the super power saver mode with only 10% of the power. It has a battery life of over 55 hours. And this is a really considerate arrangement. And this function, I want you to understand our intention. So with Mi 11 Ultra, in all possible aspects, is showing the top-notch technology of this industry. And in all possible aspects, it has been the smartphone that has the best performance. And I would like to show you some details. The first one, the display. It has the high-end display, and it could be the most expensive display to date in the market. And the second thing is it is powered by this 5000 milliamps battery and a 67 watt wired turbocharging, as well as a 67 watt wireless turbocharging. It is even thinner than 11 Pro. What is the reason? It's because it is made with the refined ceramics, which could be even thinner than the glass. Although we have this big camera, it is not that we don't want to test the limit, but the cameras has this fixed size. But we want to show something different. And do you agree with me? And so with this smartphone, we also have this dual stereo speaker, and which is collaborated and sounded by Harman Kardon. It also supports IP68, and that is the ultimate camera. The Ultra of Android. And with this unique smartphone, what could be the price? I think we don't need to compare it with any competitor anymore. And so our price is 5,999 RMB yuan. And here, so as we define it as the Ultra of Android, we might compare it with other Ultra products. But we think we are a different version of Ultra, and we have these 3 different editions. It is 8 GB plus 256 GB is 5,999, with a 12 GB plus 256, with the price 6,499 Chinese RMB. We also have this ceramic edition and a marbled ceramic special edition. And so on the ceramics, it shows a pattern of the marble. And this technique is also a bold attempt of our design department. And so, this is why we are presenting this marbled ceramic edition. It has the same price, which is 6,999 RMB. It is the same as the ceramic edition. And also we have two different cases. The first one is this vegan leather case, which could protect your expensive camera. And the other one is designed especially for young people like I am. It is the mirror-like flip case. And I remember that early last year, I created this flip case, and people were criticizing about this. Now you could see, this is what you like and this is what I like. But I also like this vegan leather case. That's the ceramic white. It looks extremely gorgeous. It is really thin. That's the ceramic case. And with this new type of battery, it has been enhanced. Although with the high-end flagship level performance, we are making a lot of efforts to make our phones thinner. So does it look good? The other one is also nice. And it provides a special protection of the lens. And so I would highly suggest that you would buy a case to protect your expensive camera. And once it's broken, so for me, I would say it's always a pity if you break it. So also there is a case in the box. And if you like this vegan leather case, it also doesn't cost much. And so for more functions, I made this summary on this slide, and you can take a picture by yourself to see all the other functions. And today, that's the end of the introduction for Mi 11 Ultra. And with the lineup of Mi 11, there's Mi 11, and also the king of Android, Mi 11 Pro, and also Ultra of Android, Mi 11 Ultra. There is another one, which is the Mi 11 Lite 5G. And with this Mi 11 Lite 5G, I would like to invite Mrs. Wei Siqi to give us an introduction. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lei. Hello everyone, my name is Wei Siqi, and today, after the release of the two smartphones that have been released, and if you like a well-balanced Android flagship products, you can choose Mi 11 Pro, and if you like the cinematic camera, you can go for Mi 11 Ultra. But if you are going for a thinner version with a delicate design, it is especially presented for young people who like lightweight products. Once you hold it, you will have this first feeling that it is really lightweight and really thin. So where does it come from? It is only 6.81 millimeter. It is actually the thinnest 5G smartphone, and it is only 159 grams. So it is for a long time since we have seen such a thin smartphone. Let's compare it to Mi 11. It is already really lightweight and thin, but once it's released, people are saying that it has a elegant appearance. But our Mi 11 Lite 5G, it is even 15.5% thinner, and it is also 37 grams lighter. So once you hold it in your hand, you will be impressed by how comfort it is. So it is the unquestionable thinnest smartphone from Xiaomi. And once I released that on my micro blog, people are saying that they are a little worried because they are worrying about the power, the battery, because there are really thin smartphones that is not that reliable in terms of the battery life. So with this Mi 11 Lite, we have a battery of 4,250 milliamps. And from the very beginning, our goal was 4,200 milliamps. But then our structural engineer got a little motivated. They were thinking to challenge themselves with this extra 50 milliamps. And actually in extreme environments, it could be really helpful. And so being slim and lightweight does not only make a difference to the grape when you hold it in your hand, and people are thinking that they are a little tired with the curved design on the back. So that's why we are using this double 2.5D glasses on both sides to balance the grape comfort. And also with Mi 11 Lite 5G, we are adopting the AG frosted glasses, because if it's too refined, then you get too much fingerprints on it. But if it's too rough, then it would sacrifice the comfortness. That's why our designers did the collaboration and finally confirmed this 55% frost design. And as we have mentioned that it is lightweight and it is elegant, let's see how it really looks with the video clip.
Now we feel we can fly through the sky and everything turns to light. Everything turns to light. Yeah. Now I see I don't need to wait 'cause the feeling's right.
So how do you like it? So actually we have a wide color range for your choice. For example, this water blue, we've given it a really good name. It resembles the really refreshing mint. It's like taking a mint in summer. And also there are girls who would prefer a beautiful pink smartphone. So in the season with fall cherry blossom, we would like to introduce to you this really gentle color. And white is a classic color. But additional from white, we are adding this warm touch to it. It's almost like a freshly peeled chili in summer. And if you want to show a low profile while not being boring, you can pick this classic black. And apart from this, we have two unique colors. The first one is the kiwi green. You can imagine that in a really hot summer day, it is like you are surrounded by the fragrance of kiwi. The other one is even more unique. It is like when the sunshine is casted on a lemon, you can feel the sour and also the passion. So that's the full range with 6 different colors. And so you can choose it with your own style and characters.
So Mi 11 Lite 5G, it is ultra thin and lightweighted. It sports 4,250 mAh. It also comes in different color variants. So you can go to the Mi store and feel it in your hand and see if it is your favorite. Now let's look at display. First, we adopt the AMOLED display for flat display. Why AMOLED display? Because we want it to be extremely thin and lightweight. AMOLED display is 0.53 millimeter thinner than the OLED display. It is also almost 1 millimeter thinner than the LCD display. You can feel this 1 millimeter in your hand. Even though we have to double the cost, we still want to use AMOLED display on this device. Sometimes it sounds like the Lite 5G means we have to degrade the version, but you know, AMOLED display is only possessed by flagships. At the same time, Another benefit of this display is extremely narrow bezel and extremely narrow bottom bezel. The three sides are only 1.88 millimeter, and the bottom bezel is only 2.75 millimeters. It is 50% narrower than the previous edition. And if we compare it with our competitors, when you hold the phone in the hand, your eyes will tell you how thin and how big the display is. So the ultra thin bezel and the ultra thin bottom bezel are also things only the flagships have. And for the display, in terms of color, we have the 1 million color DCI-P3 color gamut, the 90 Hz refresh rate. You have everything. And each Mi 11 Lite 5G before shipment, they will be calibrated for true color display. So you will have very good viewing experience whether watching video or browsing the Weibo. In addition, it is also boosted by the dual speaker to create a very good sound effect for you. In terms of camera, camera is a big issue for the lightweight and thin device because we don't have enough space, but we choose three practical cameras for you. First is the HD main camera. Second is the ultra wide angle camera. I think girls really love ultra wide angle. Last but not the least, the best camera, the telemacro lens. You take this phone out, no matter whether you're taking the picture of the scenery or when you're taking the picture of yourself or of a shop, everything will look great. With the ultra wide angle camera, you will be able to get a picture that is full of tension, and you can also take a very creative selfie with your friend. The telephoto camera can help you capture those ordinary details in life and make them so special. And all three cameras have great hardware specs. When we talk to the user and ask them what kind of features you want and when you will use the camera, many young people say that they want the camera to be very good in night photo, because sometimes when we go out with our friends, we want to take a picture to memorize the moment. Therefore, we will also support super night mode, not just for the rear camera. The front camera also supports the night mode. So at party, if you want to take a selfie, sometimes it's difficult for you to take a clear selfie. Therefore, we did a scenario test. So we created a scene that people often go to, and we simulated the light condition. You see, this is a picture taken by iPhone. It looks good, but not that good. Now, this is the picture taken by Mi 11 Lite 5G. Bright, white, colorful, full of details. And this is outdoor. This is outdoor in the low light condition, and you see the performance of Mi 11 Lite 5G. You can find the most beautiful yourself in the picture. In addition to the night mode, we also have a natural beauty cam. It can keep all the fine details of yourself and remove those tiny flaws from the picture. For beauty cam, this time we made three improvements. First, many users say that I want to look white in the picture, but now many pictures look pale white, which is not suitable for the girl. It is just like when girls go shopping, you need to buy yourself a liquid foundation and you need to choose different shades. So this time we created 8 filters for your complexion color. You can choose different complexion colors, white, yellow, or tanned. You will always find one filter that suits you the best. In addition, you also have the shading palette where you can highlight your face, and we also have the makeup for men. Moreover, something that occurs to girls very often, Many girls use the front camera as a makeup mirror to see the details of the face and see if the makeup is perfect. But the pain point is, if I hold the camera too far away, I won't be able to capture all the details. If I hold it too close, it is very inconvenient. Therefore, we adopt the 2x zoom selfie. So you can see all the details, and when you are doing makeup, you can see all the details of your face. So these are the features of our camera system. I only introduced some features of the camera system. It also has other interesting functions like the AI skyscaping, kaleidoscope mode, and AI clones. And we've got a video as a demonstration for you. We welcome all of you to use Mi 11 5G Lite to take your own pictures and share with us your suggestions and comments. Last but not the least, about experience. For ultra lightweight and thin mobile phone, people might be worried about the experience and performance. Many young people use the device to play games. So for Mi 11 Lite 5G, we will debut with Qualcomm Snapdragon 780G. This is the most powerful mobile platform, 7 series mobile platform, first 5 nanometer. After Snapdragon 888, this is the second processor. This is the second chip processed with 5 nanometer process. Its CPU structure, GPU structure, and AI structure are the same with the Snapdragon 888. So you can imagine how powerful the performance will be. So this is the benchmark score, over 560,000. So this is a leapfrog performance. You know, for the previous ultra lightweight and thin mobile phone, the benchmark score will only be 400,000. And also the battery life is not that good. So don't worry, for Mi 11 Lite 5G, you will have great energy efficiency and great performance. Also, we pay a lot of attention to heat dissipation. We adopt ultra thin suspended heat pipe liquid cool technology. Features you like will all be retained on Mi 11 Lite 5G. You have Bluetooth, NFC, IR blaster. Everything you like will be there in the Mi 11 Lite 5G. And the 2 accessories to introduce to you. First is the Macron silica gel case. For different color variants, you can choose different colors of Macron silica gel case. The second case is very interesting. It is called photochromatic case. Why do we call it this? Because this is a white case, but when sunlight hits on it, the color will shift. You see the color changing when sunlight hits on it. When you use it indoor, it is one color, but when you go outdoor, the color will change. Very interesting. So this is the Mi 11 Lite 5G. It is ultra thin and lightweight. It is the thinnest and the most lightweighted mobile phone in the Mi history. It has great and powerful performance. It has the 6.55-inch AMOLED display. It is powered by Snapdragon 780G. It also has great camera system. And we are very serious about developing this device, so I hope all of you will love this smartphone. We have 2 prices. 8 plus 128 gigabyte, 2,299, and 2,599 Chinese yuan for the 8 plus 256 gigabyte. So much about Mi 11 Lite 5G. Thank you very much. How do you like this smartphone?
能大家会有点担心。
You might be worried about its performance, but actually,
骁龙780G 啊，
Snapdragon 780G is very close to the performance and the energy efficiency of Snapdragon 870.
再加上用的
With such a high-end processor, plus the AMOLED display
2.5D， 所以呢，整个手机呢做得
as which is 2.5D glass. Therefore, this device can be ultra thin and lightweight.
就是为年轻人
The
重新设计的
developers team actually redesigned a more lightweighted and thinner device for the young people. Maybe you think Mi 11 is not thin or lightweight enough. This time we make the thickness 6.81 millimeter. This is the thinnest and the lightest
到此时
Mi product in the history
我
so
们
far.
小米11系列的4款手机都发布结束了。
Four Mi 11 series have been introduced, and this is a comparison of the specs
这是从小米11
from Mi 11 to 11 Pro to 11 Ultra to 11 Lite 5G.
不同的用户，
So different users with different preferences will be able to find the phone you like.
回到这张预热海报啊，
So back to this warm-up poster. Many people ask me, why do we name it Refresh? Maybe we can explain Refresh another time. But after I posted this poster, many people say that we are going to launch the new Mi Smart Band. Honestly, I didn't expect to launch a new smart band, but Mi Smart Band is indeed well received by the users. In 6 years, we have sold 120 million units around the world.
而且手环无论
Moreover, for the smart band, you can use it in your daily work. You can also wear it when you are doing exercises.
小米手环就是
So today, I'm going to introduce Mi Smart Band 6 to you. Beautiful, right?
这一次的小米手环6呢
This time, the Mi Smart Band 6 comes in 6 color variants. You will always find your own choice.
这一次的小米6啊，最
This time, Mi Smart Band 6, the biggest improvements
1.56寸
is the 1.56-inch AMOLED running track-inspired full-screen display.
它可以在很小的体积、
So,
很优雅的形状
in a small size and in a gorgeous shape,
跑道型的全面屏
the shape of this display is a running track, and the display size is increased by 50%. Moreover, precision of this display is 326 ppi. This is an AMOLED display, so you will see things clearly.
高清的
With this
跑道型的全面屏
HD running track-inspired display,
全面屏
we also prepared over 130 band displays for you, all kinds of band displays at your choice.
是我们
In addition,
合作的
among them, we also have 70 IP band display. Let's take a look at this one, the SpongeBob.
可爱吗？
Cute, right?
如果你觉得这些表盘不够，因为我们
If you think
全面屏
the
是高清显示的，你还可以
band display is not enough, you can also customize your own display. You can use the photo of your family, you can use the photo of your pet, or the photo of your idol as the display.
非常非常舒适。
Because this is a HD display, it will show all the details of the picture. Moreover, the Smart Band 6 can detect 30 exercise modes. It can also auto-detect 6 fitness activities. For example, outdoor running, walking, treadmill running,
跑步机、椭圆机、
cycling,
划船机，
indoor rowing,
这些
and
都可以自动，
elliptical training.
它就可以精准的计算你的运动量。
So it can auto-detect these 6 fitness activities, And I've been using the band for a while. I think it's really good to use. Last time when I used it while running, actually I was wearing the Smart Band 5, and I'm going to change it to the Mi Smart Band 6. And people are curious why I am not using the Smart Band 6, because I don't want to spoil the secret. In addition to track your exercise and fitness activities, it can also comprehensively track and monitor your health condition. I will not elaborate on all of them. Just give you some examples. We have 24-hour BP monitoring. This time, we also have the SpO2 tracking. For the SpO2 tracking, at night, Mi Smart Band 6 can also track your sleep breathing quality. It can help the patients suffering from sleep apnea. So if you wear this smart band, and it will be very useful, it can provide comprehensive monitoring of the health condition. Moreover, in 6 years, there are so many features and functions in Mi Smart Band, and I will not go into details. Just a couple of highlights. First is the 14-day battery life. It also have a long battery life mode, so it is up to 19-day battery life. Moreover, the magnetic charging. In the past, charging is inconvenient, but with magnetic charging, it will be very easy and convenient. Moreover, it is 50-meter waterproof, so when you go swimming or when you take a shower, you can wear the Smart Band 6. For such a beautiful, high-quality smart band with great performance, the price for the Smart Band 6 will be 229 Chinese yuan. And Mi Smart Band 6 also has a special edition, that is the NFC edition. Now NFC is being widely used. You can use it to take public transport, you can use it to open the doors, you can also use it to make payments. So for the NFC edition, the price will be 279 Chinese yuan. So 2 editions for Mi Smart Band 6. The standard edition is 229 Chinese yuan. The NFC edition will be 279 Chinese yuan. If you love doing exercise, you can use it. And this time, we also want to give out some Mi Smart Band 6 as a gift to our Mi fans. In WeChat, you can search for Mi 11, and you follow the public account of Xiaomi. So every night we will send out 10 Mi Smart Band 6, and we will continue this activity for 24 hours. So we will send out 240 Mi Smart Band 6 to our Mi fans. So it has been 2 hours for these spring new products release, and let's have a recap of the product released already. We released 3 smartphones, Mi 11 Pro, Mi 11 Ultra, and Mi 11 Lite 5G. In addition, we also launched the best of the best router today, the AX9000, as well as the latest Mi Smart Band 6. Of course, the 8-watt wireless charging and the multi-coil charging pad. Of course, along with a group of cases, I really love the photochromatic case for Mi 11 Lite 5G. The color will change on the sunlight. This is interesting. So we have launched so many products. So for sales, from 10 p.m. tonight, we will start the pre-sale. From 10 a.m. the 2nd of April, we will start official sales through all channels. But one thing different, the Mi 11 Lite 5G, the sales will start on the 16th of April. So to say it again,
小米11 Pro、
Mi 11 Pro, Mi 11 Ultra,
AX9000，
the AX9000 and the Mi Smart Band 6, the pre-sale will start at 10 p.m. tonight.
4月2号上午10点的
And from 10 a.m. on the 2nd of April, we will start the official sales. And for the Mi 11 Lite 5G, the sales will start on the 16th of April.
发布会到这个时候的话呢，我们已经介绍了这么多
Now we have covered so many great products. Yesterday,
这次发布会呢，
I made some dig. This spring release will cover 16 products.
做了大幅度的精简，
Therefore,
甚至呢有一些我们会
we
选择
have to rearrange the schedule, and some of the new products will be released via Weibo.
内容需要跟大家介绍。
But still, we've got a lot to talk about. So the entire release could be 4 or 5 hours long.
我相信，
I believe
支持小米的
that Mi fans who support Xiaomi
媒体老师们
and the friends from media who support Xiaomi
晚上12点。
will stay with us until midnight and even 1 a.m. tomorrow. Here, I would like to thank all of you. Thank you very much.
但是呢，我遇到了一点点的挑战。
But there is a challenge for me.
今天
I got a cold yesterday. I couldn't even speak
所以呢，我们
at noon today. Therefore,
主要是
we had a talk
还有
today.
大家最关心的 Mix，
I know you are all excited about Mi Mix,
承办芯片，
as well as the Surge C1 chip,
小米的
as well as
变化。
the roadmap for Xiaomi in the next 10 years and more new products, and I want to talk about them in details, so I hope you can understand. This spring new product release will be divided into 2 parts. At 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, we will continue the spring new product release. I will go back and have a good rest. So I would like to thank all the friends participating in today's release and see you tomorrow night at